access to the system were granted access to the system. In particular, the personal assistant of the chairman of the third respondent, Mr. Dickson Kwanusu, is granted access. As a rejoinder, we have seen a belated authority to have such access, which is well after the election. But he is not gazetted, so he is invisible. We, this court, if we hadn't brought the logs, it would never have been known that Mr. Dickson Kwanusu had wide powers in this system. So, whilst in this dispute, we may not see the fingerprints of the third respondent in the ICT system, we see his palm, his much larger presence through the actions of his PA. Indeed, you will find, when you study the system, that Dickson Kwanusu performed a purported verification process of 34 A's 1,743 times. The same scrutiny revealed that at page 28, one Abdi Dahir, who was not gazetted and who is belatedly granted access and privileges to the system, purportedly verified 659 Form 34As. Yeah. So, I ask the court to look at the affidavits of Ben Wasonga. He is also another computer forensic expert. His evidence is substantially the same as George Njoroge. I will ask the court to note that the tender documents did provide that whoever was to provide the system was to be able to provide a Kim's kit that would provide compressed color photograph images using a compression technique that is in compliance with JPEG. However, the court will find that all finally displayed Form 34As were in black and white. I will shortly mention that it becomes evident that there is interception of data. It's called a man-in-the-middle or machine-in-the-middle attack, and it gives probability and great, it supports fully the evidence of George Njoroge and John Githongo that in fact the system had unauthorized persons. I would go quickly to the evidence of again, Benson, who in his affidavit shows that there was not only one foreigner involved, there was several of them, and the ones I had mentioned earlier, and throughout the process of counting, several of them were involved as super administrators. Super administrators is the power to even create and join servers to the system, change, alter documents, delete documents. This is at page 2 of paragraph 9 of the affidavit sworn on 28th August 2022, where the super administrator, in this case, the one J.C.A. Margo, who occasionally uses a different name, is able to create user accounts, install applications, change user roles, assign resources, read documents, write documents, modify or edit documents, and delete documents. I honorably suggest that it shows that this election was controlled from everywhere except IEBC. And I have read the affidavit of Mr. Chebukati. He suggests that the Venezuelans felt harassed after their arrest and left the country, but I respectfully submit that they remained fully connected to the IEBC servers. I have